don't allow intruders in my lab.
Hello everyone! In this video, I'm going to show you the TEC9 build and guide, so let's jump right in. First, we're going to talk about how the TEC9 works. As you can see, this gun is a Fortress Warfare type weapon. The first effect, shots will trigger Fortress Warfare with a cooldown of 10 seconds. So if you shoot a target, the Fortress Warfare will activate. The second one, after using Deviant skill, bullet deal 120% attack as elemental damage element type depends on Deviant. That means if you shoot a target without using any deviation skills, you'll only deal physical damage. But if you use a burn deviation skill, you will apply burn effect damage to the target. If you use a frost deviation skill, you'll apply frost damage. And if you use an electric deviation skill, you'll apply electric damage. And after switching a weapon, your bullet will reset the elemental effect. And the third, reloading an empty magazine restores 25% magazine capacity as deviant power, up to a maximum of 20 points per reload. So if you reload an empty magazine with this gun, you'll get 20 recover points for your deviation ultimate. And the fourth, in Fortress State, you get 15% crit rate. Now let's talk about the mods. For the TEC9, I'm using New Durable Territory with a Fortress Warfare suffix. This suffix is really good because it boosts weapon damage, crit damage, and weak spot damage while you're in the Fortress Warfare state, and you also get a 3% damage boost. For my secondary weapon, I use Bingo, and for the mod, I'm using Vulnerability Amplifier with the Bullseye suffix. For the attributes, focus on crit damage and bullseye duration. For the helmet mod, I'm using Weapon Symphony with a lunar suffix. For the attributes, you want to focus on crit damage, weapon damage, and damage against great ones. For the mask, I'm using Unbreakable with a Fortress Warfare suffix. This mod reduces your Fortress Warfare range by 30%, but in return, you get an extra 15% attack. For the top, I'm using Rejuvenating with a lunar suffix. If you have Ardent Shield, you can definitely use that instead. I chose Rejuvenating because it gives me better weapon damage and crit damage on this mod. For the pants, I'm using Elemental Resonance with a Deviant Energy suffix. Why? Because this weapon also affects on elemental damage but not status damage. Another option you can use is Bullet Siphon with a Violent suffix. And here's the damage comparison between Bullet Siphon and Elemental Resonance. But with Elemental Resonance, you need to hit the enemy 24 times with Elemental Effect bullets, and then reload to activate the 24% elemental damage bonus from the Elemental Resonance mod. For the gloves mod, I'm using Elemental Overload with a Talent suffix. This mod boosts your elemental bullet damage, and it's a better choice than crit boost for this gun. And for the shoes, I'm using Rush Hour with a Violent suffix. For the TEC9 weapon calibration, I use Heavy Style with elemental damage and weapon damage. For Bingo, I use Rapid Shot Style, and you're gonna find crit rate and weapon damage. Alright, now let's talk about the armor setup. There are two presets you can use. If you want a full damage build, go with 1 Lone Wolf and 4 Shelterer. And the key gear you'll want to use is Earthly Boots. And the second one, this is for a safer setup. You can run 2 Lone Wolf and 3 Saviors, and again, the key gear here is Earthly Boots. For the Cradles, use Anti-Phase, Tactical Combo, Deviant Energy Defense, Elemental Sense, Steady Hand, Marked Strike, Blazing Detonation, and Heavy Strike. Alright, so why am I using Elemental Sense and Blazing Detonation? Like I mentioned earlier, this gun scales with elemental damage, so Elemental Sense gives you a 25% elemental damage boost. And since my deviation type is burn, Blazing Detonation adds another 25% burn damage. And I also did some testing here. Let's start by testing without any armor equipped and without any Cradles. Now with Elemental Sense equipped, Now with blazing detonation equip. For an extra tip, make sure to craft your mask using lunar rabbit fur to get an extra elemental damage boost. For the food buffs, eat mixed fried hot dog and surprise spring roll. For drinks, drink large fresh juice, and make sure to use goat meat to get extra burn damage. Then drink Borscht Deluxe. Also use goat meat for more burn damage. For the weapon accessories, it's totally up to you. Just make sure you're using a yellow magazine. For the ammo, use Precision SMG AP ammo to get 25% weapon damage while in Fortress Warfare. And for Bingo, use Smart AP ammo to gain an extra 10% attack. The combo, throw Ice Cube. Heavy attack with Kukri, mark with Bullseye, use Deviation Ultimate and Spray. And that's how you do the combo. Just make sure you don't leave the Fortress Warfare circle, otherwise you won't get the full damage. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching till the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Once Human Guide content, and I'll see you in the next one.